Day 50 of the daily uploads. I'm not gonna lie, I always underestimate how long it takes to do things, and then I kind of leave myself disappointed. I'm just balancing such a large variety of tasks right now, and I'm still wrapping up a couple other projects, kind of completely unrelated to this, like old client projects that I kind of owe it to them to wrap up. And so that's just made it so I've had to split my attention across so many things, including, just managing and enjoying my personal life every now and then, which I've definitely done less throughout this series. So I don't know. I've been thinking about this series in general and how I think the majority of value and the majority of like the exciting part that I can document comes at the very beginning, where I'm not actively just spending part of my day fulfilling client work. And then a lot of what I've learned already just from these two clients is needing to make sure that my scope is extremely narrow. So focusing only on websites, only something where I can kind of know exactly what the output's going to be. If I'm doing, dental websites over and over and over again, I know that I'll be able to streamline and smooth out that process and get really quick at fulfilling, so I'm not spending like days on end fulfilling work and managing kind of tedious, more manual client stuff. I want to add a quick statement to that. I feel like at times I've taken on more money for a larger variety of work, but that larger variety of work ends up costing me because I end up diversifying all of my efforts so much into so many different areas. Whereas if I had just kind of done the same thing over and over again and gotten slightly better at it, I would have gotten so much more efficient and gotten more clients, even if that means a little bit less. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, for the series itself, I'm happy to have made it to day 50 of consistent long form uploads. I think that's kind of crazy, come to think of it. But I'm already sort of feeling like, damn, it's getting kind of tedious at times to, especially on days like today where really it wasn't my best effort, having to make a video regardless. It's just tough. It's a combination of it not being my best effort, but also me getting myself into a position where I have to do something that really isn't that exciting to document. Right when we were starting, it was so exciting because I was testing all sorts of different things. It was, I'm cold calling and I'm showing you guys the results of that live, and there was there was a lot of kind of hands-on activity that was fun to watch, and now these videos are pretty much just me talking the entire time, which I don't really have an issue with personally, but, it reflects in the fact that these videos are getting a lot fewer views than they used to. So sometimes it's hard for me to imagine that you guys enjoy these at all, but I don't know, I'd like to get into a position where I can really go hard on the outreach and document every step of it. Again, it's just right at the beginning, the answer's simple. It's really just cold, hard, raw outreach until you get some kind of traction. And then the painful reality of a lot of this stuff is it just isn't all that fun to document the kind of stuff that I'm doing right now, which is making it a little harder to make videos for it. So I appreciate you all for watching. Regardless, if you got this far, that's crazy and unfathomable to me. I hope you enjoy day 50, and I'll see you tomorrow.